Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Nanny. Okay, hey, welcome. Sorry for the delay. Kins won't know what was going on back at Eva. I went to start the stream, YouTube fired up, and Facebook didn't. It went all stupid. I had a glitch, and I panicked and didn't know what to do, so I tried to get it going, and I deleted the Facebook part inside our stuff, and then I saw I could create it again, so I recreated it, and I put a post up saying, go to our YouTube and watch us, but now I've got the Facebook up and running, so welcome, everybody, our final night for our build-up of our TWS PTS Autumn SuperStock Teams Nationals.
It's all right.
Our final build-up. And there it is there, 2026 SuperStock Teams Nationals. Big thanks to Vasey Engineering and Supplies Limited for jumping on board and looking after us here at Cockpit. Also, Lala at TWS Technical Welding Services, our mate at Repco Huntley, Mike, and of course tonight we've got Precision Signs and Wraps here, Zane Riddick, Zane, I'm losing it all tonight, Zane Riddick, out of Stratford there, Precision Signs, Wraps, new business, we're supporting him because he's a good bastard and we want to help him out, so yeah, I've got through that, kids. I got through my fumbling, bumbling, mumbling mess. It's pretty cold here actually, but as people can see, I've got my hoodie on, which is very unusual for me to be cold, you know, being a fat man, I only hold the heat quite well. So, but listen, if you're in the Hawke's Bay and you are getting cold, don't forget to get those heat pumps serviced and or installed. And the best place to do that is old Bosch Refrigeration right next door to me, to be fair. So they'll pack a good buggers over there and get into it. But mate, this week so far has just been brilliant, and it Kins, the views and the thoughts from the managers. The stuff for the managers is the stuff that's been really interesting to me this week.
100%. Look, we changed up the whole look of this particular build-up to the 2026 Superstock Teams Nationals, and we decided, we caught up together and said, let's get the manager's perspective. A lot of the managers, obviously, most of them been behind the wheel. Some are still behind the wheel, but also the transition from being a driver, maybe being part of X Teams racing, but also how do they, deliver themselves in amongst very talented drivers that make up the team. 7 teams. Reminder gets underway with the qualifying on Saturday, Sunday, 5 o'clock. Just a reminder again, 5 o'clock it all starts. And don't forget, if you can't get your backside, trackside, there's also the opportunity to jump on board and support Jason, the team, at the Pits TV as well. Night 1, $40. Night 2, $45.
And if you've got the what's on there, Kins, let's have a look at what we've got. It's Wednesday, so we'll do our normal Wednesday stuff. Obviously, the beautiful Anzac Cross there, so we've got to remember that too this week. Like Kid said last night, get up Monday morning.
Saturday morning. Yeah, Monday morning's observed, but Saturday morning, get onto your dawn ceremony. Most are like 5:45, 6 o'clock, then you'll have the grand parade and everything else that follows up with the reefs after that. But, you can do your little bit, get there nice and early, and then, head up towards Auckland. But Friday, Blenheim, Saturday, up there in Auckland and Blenheim, so 2 nights there, Blenheim, and then Sunday, just got a handful of tracks there, Rosebank, Moore Park, and Waikaraka Park, and kind of feel it, folks. You can see it. You're getting cold. Everyone's feeling it. Palmy's cold at the moment, I see. But, the season's wrapping up.
Mate, it's getting close. I've got this weekend, which as you know, from Monday, my excitement level's been up here, and it's just getting higher and higher, mate. I'm just getting more and more pumped as we get closer to Friday. My plane better not get delayed, otherwise someone's going to get punched. So I'll go out there and fly the plane myself. But for me, I've still got I'm going to go support Gisborne Speedway for their final meeting 2 weeks after this weekend, so in a couple of weekends' time, and support there for their final meeting, because they're another track that's sort of done it hard this year, and they can, because with the road closures and the weather, and it's just hard. And I think that if as many of us can get there, let's go and support that track for the last 2-day meeting. It'll be a fantastic meeting, and just show Gizzy that we are there to support them, because they need it. Just like Auckland needs it this Saturday and Sunday, mate.
Yeah, exactly. No, and there's also the other one that's popped up. It seems to be news everywhere on the good old social media. The news feed's going, not 21 Speedway. Everyone's been following the updates on how Kerry Brockers and this wonderful team there have been developing. Look, you'll be familiar if you're not too sure. Mary Speedway, pretty well some big development, but the big sign off today, it's all over social media. They've signed up and officially part of SNZ. So good to see some good positive comments in there, which is nice to read. May see the odd negative one here and there, but they have to develop and progress to go forward. So I think it's 11 o'clock on Sunday. Go along and test and tune, I think it is.
Yes. And I mean, the negative comments, I think, mainly generate from the Save Our Speedway crowd that need to just sort of just give up. Like, seriously, it's causing more trouble for Speedway than everything, for everybody. And I can't see the council changing their mind, mate. And with this 21 Speedway opening up, I mean, it's just going to be, the big track. I mean, it's just time to, you tried your best, and it's just, let's move on. Let's get Speedway. Let's get excited about everything and just move on. Be excited about the new Waikato Park. Be excited about 21 Speedway. Be excited about every track in this country. How privileged we are here to see such a great sport and enjoy it,
100%, folks, and obviously where they're based, they've got to deal with the other council, which is just down the road, the Waikato Regional Council. So how they'll develop and progress, but, get out there and support them, and watch some open wheels do their stuff on a bit of a bank track. I haven't been out to Mary for a long time. I used to go out there way back and watch mini racing and the drags and everything like that. And yeah, it's something to do before I decided to jump in the ute and travel up the lovely Auckland motorway. We all love it, don't we?
Yeah,
God, we love that place.
I'm on the plane. I'm going to fly the plane, so, But the other thing interesting for me, that kids, is some people said, what letter will they run? And if it's in the Waikato region, I suppose it'll be an H. Well, it'll come under Waikato, so it'll be H maybe, Would you?
Yeah, good question. That's a really good question. I'm not too sure.
Some people said have a little 21 as the track code after your number, but that might get confusing,
It could be MR for Mary. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, go and ask that question when you're there on Sunday. Ask someone.
Some suggestions. We'll say KP for cockpit.
Well, actually, I think it is MR. I think because I remember watching the dirt track race cars race out of Huntley. They have double hyphen letters for maybe Waiuku, Waihi Beach is WB. So I think it might be. I might be wrong. Mary Highbanks, MHB. Yeah, it could be. I'm not too sure. Yeah, MM, who knows? M&M, say.
Double M Motorsport, eh?
Anyway, shall we get into it?
Let's get it. Let's bring in the Rotorua.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was the post I wanted. There you go. There's a look at their team. And we're going to bring them in. Manager will be Steve Axtens, and we're going to have AJs, and Books and I have been promised crayfish, so that's all good.
Yeah,
hey, boys.
We know that's not coming, so, hey.
Good day, fellas.
How are your team?
Evening, gents. How are you going? We're good.
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 Geez, hey, Dad and son, how's this going to go, eh? Steve, does he listen, honestly?
Hell no.
Yeah.
He's like his mum. Yeah, hard of hearing, I reckon.
My wife calls it, selective hearing. Hear what you want to hear.
Hey, look, so we've gone for a different perspective this time as well, not just the drivers, but the managers, of course, Steve. And you've been doing this for a while for the Rotorua Club. How have you approached, we've asked this of each person, how do you approach your managerial role? Like in those meetings before the race, do you come up with the ideas and say, look, this is what I want to see, guys, this, or this, or is it a discussion where you bring all your drivers in and you all work together to make a game plan for the team that you're facing? Or how do you manage it, Steve? What do you do?
We start putting some game plans together as the week continues on into game day, and we sort of get together a few hours before, and just sort of Graham McRobbie and I, and Lyle was involved for a long time. Lyle Rumney, he's pulled away, but this year with Mick not being involved, just a loose game plan. Chuck it at the boys. What do you think? Is this workable? Are you comfortable doing this role? Do you think Jaden Ward will do this, or should we do that? We only really take care of the marquee drivers. Otherwise, we concentrate on what we do and what we do well, and we go to it. It's a collaborative approach a bit, but at the end of it, if Dion Henderson's got too much to say, well, then we try and trump him, but that's not easy.
Can I just say as well, AJ, your wife was quite good sitting by the fire, but I hope you didn't make her walk away from the fire because she was on the TV show. That's been a bit mean, you know. It's a cold night. She should be allowed to sit there in front of the heater.
Yeah, she even got started by herself too, but she came in to shop, but she would give me a slap around the ears if I didn't tell her she was on there. So you kind of, you know, you win, you lose.
Well, that's interesting, Steve, that you say that, because like we've heard, I don't know if you watched the show this week, but there's been some that have said, yes, we do a collective thing with the drivers. Some have said, no, we've got our management team and we sort of say this is how it's going to be. You know, so it's interesting to see how you've done yours. Because how many years have you been manager now?
I did the Rascals for 3 years. And on the third year, Sonia asked me to do the Rebels as well. And I think we've probably been going 10 years, maybe 11 years.
Wow.
So we've sort of built up a bit of a trust, or I think a bit of trust for the Stewart boys. AJ, obviously, Alan, who have been a backbone of it for a long time. They've got to be comfortable with what they're doing. There's no point in me saying from the sideline, well, you've got to do this, when they're thinking, holy shit. So there's a bit of feedback from driver managers. Generally, we give a basic game plan and then go to it.
What about when you see young up and coming drivers that they approach you and they say, "Oh, well, I wouldn't mind being a rebel at some stage." How do you mentor that? Like, because you've obviously got a well-established team, and to bring someone in isn't an easy thing to do. But I mean, so how do you mentor them? Do you give them advice? Do you say, look, well, you need to do this? Or do you just say, keep your racing first, get hold of the individual stuff, and then we'll look at moving you that way? I mean, how do you approach it?
Yeah, well, we start back in the winter, whereby we call everyone that's interested in being involved. And we had a couple of huies at a pub in town there. And then we just keep an eye on people, how they're progressing during the season, and mentor them to a degree. You know, we want to see reliability, we want to see good gear, we want to see speed. We want to see courage. So, you know, with those other boys I already mentioned, we've had a few guys in there for a while. You don't have to say much to Alan McRobbie. You don't listen much anyway. But we've got Jessie up there this week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, I guess. But she's been living good value. She had a great season on the track.
Yeah.
So how's your season been on the track today at the AJ? Everyone talks about the nice looking car, but this weekend is going to get smacked around. But how's the season been?
That's been cool. It's been a learning curve. We've probably done a bit more racing in the new car than previous years, but now it's been going good. We had a few little niggles of just teething things with on our side of the deal, I suppose, with our motor and little bits and pieces, but they were just little teething things, you know, and it still went well, but we knew they could add a bit more. But yeah, we've done a bit of traveling down to Stratty with the New Zealands. Down there last year, we were lucky enough to get an invite from my old mate Blair, and we've done well down there, and we have a Hawke's Bay champs, and we podiumed there as well. And but no, it's been cool. It's been busy. You know, you get so busy, and then trying to juggle a farm and a family as well. You kind of look forward to a bit of a rest afterwards, eh? But yeah, she's looking pretty in the shed at the moment. By all means, I couldn't imagine she'd look that pretty after this weekend. So Jamie will have a handful down in Christchurch in a couple of weeks.
Going to give it a bit of a birthday present thanks to Jamie, eh?
Yeah, they're 100%. But no, it's been cool. We've really enjoyed the new car and pretty freaky what those things can do, eh? So yeah, no, it's been good, mate.
Mate, talking of freaky, you did a bit of a flip to the somersault, then landed back on its wheels, and you're all going again, eh?
Oh, no way. Like, we were lucky enough to pick up Todd pretty early in that race and kind of get him eliminated. And then I was having a look around. I got a park shop at Dykstra, and then I was like, man, I haven't seen Luke. I was looking for him. Oh, and then I got Kerry. Yeah, that's when it happened. I kind of knew I shouldn't have done that hit. Like, I kind of come down, and when the car straightened up and momentum took me, and I was like, oh, well, I'm already committed anyway, so hammer down and see what happens. And landed back on his feet, and apart from blowing a left rear, she was still mint, eh? It didn't even stall or anything. I think I watched the camera, and when I was going over, I was upside down, and I'd already grabbed the gear lever and banged it into neutral. And when I landed, just put it back into first gear, and we're sweet here, all good.
What goes through your mind when you see that? I see you shaking your head already, Steve. What goes through your mind when you see that stuff happen in front of you on the track?
Oh, crikey, Dick! I was thinking, I hope it goes. I hope it's going. I hope it's going.
Yeah, not is he okay? I hope the car's still going.
I think in the first race, you reckon you had no grunt, and I said,
Yeah, I didn't.
just go and line up. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You get over there.
Yeah, Mum gave him a clip around the ears because she asked me, what did you say to your dad on that 3-minute bell? I said, I had no power. And then Mum's like, oh, yeah, what did your dad say back to you? Told me to shut up and get on the dummy grid. And then she's like, you wait till I see him.
It's exciting, isn't it? You can't beat it.
Yeah.
But what I love about that, the family investment,
Yeah.
the check that you can have, that's what the sports is about. That's a strong point of how much families come along and enjoy. We've spoken intensely over the last few days with managers, drivers, and they thank their wives, their partners, their kids, because there's a lot of sacrifice. You'd know this, Steve, with all your years involved in the sport and obviously AJ being around, but there's a lot. There's a hell of a lot of sacrifice, for the selfishness in some sense, but mate, just that camaraderie. Oh, it's so cool. It's fun.
Yeah,
she's good fun to ride, eh? And then you kind of develop a relationship, obviously, and everyone else would say it as well, after racing for all these years, and you literally want to beat the hell out of them, eh, in 12 or 15 laps, and then, but afterwards, you'll already have a hug and a beer and see who's got bragging rights, but it's all part and parcel of it, eh? It's a team sport, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that's it, eh? Like, that's what we like to see, don't we? Because when we walk around, we see it on the track, and we've seen it with our side of the media. We're talking to a lot of the guys now where we didn't see it. We sat in the stand so much, is that afterwards, a lot of the guys afterwards out on the track in the pits are fine. They're not arguing. I mean, at the end of the day, you're in a car that's a contact sport, so you're sort of a bit silly to get upset that you got taken out if you're in a contact sport, aren't you?
Yeah, that's for sure. And you'd never criticise one of the drivers out there. It takes huge courage just to get yourself in that car to wait for the flag to drop. And I think there's probably a sense of relief amongst all the drivers. They're all healthy afterwards, and they can have a beer and shake hands and have a laugh. And I think that's wonderful.
Hey, you touched on it, Steve, around, and you made mention of Jessie, very first female selected for the Rebels. Man, how cool is that for the club and for this young lady? Like you say, she's travelled the country a lot. She's been here to mix it up in some of the big meetings. For a young lady like that to get in there, I don't know if she talks as much as bloody Dion, but she does her mahi out on the track, and that's what you want. It's a bit of commitment because it takes a lot, eh?
Takes a lot. And I take my hat off to her and her dad, Jimmy, and Mum. Yeah. And Dion too. Dion's coming with us weekend. I talked to Jess at lunchtime today just about how she was feeling, what she was thinking. Car's ready. She's good to go. She's raced well all year. She put her name in the hat right at the start of the season. She was from the winter. So I think she's earned her place there, and I hope she goes well. We need to put her in a position that she does do well, that she is successful in her first start for the Rebels.
Yeah, they've got to start somewhere, don't they? I mean, everyone says, new, but you've got to bleed these people through eventually. You can't, otherwise you go to put a team up and you've got nobody because everybody else is retired and that you haven't got those young ones coming through. So, I mean, that's an important part of it, Steve. Eventually you've got to bring some new blood through.
Well, we've had Matt Jarvis new to the Rebels this year. He did pretty well, I thought, Palmy. Dion is going to be a star. There's no matter what about that. He has got some real class about him. So, there's three that we've had into the Rebels this year. That team actually, just talking about to Horse and just before there, two of those young ones were in that group that beat Baypark at Palmy. So that's a hell of a thrill for those two. Dion.
No. Oh, yeah, mate, he just left everything out on the bloody track. He got smacked around left, right, and bloody centre, but the kid just kept going. It's like he knows nothing else. If it's not this bloody going, it's the foot on the accelerator, and the bloody thing just, you just about have to demolish the poor bugger so he doesn't go, but he just never gives up. And then, if he does his job, gets on top of the bloody roof, he's jumping around just about doing backflips and celebrating, but he gets the crowd into it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He certainly does. And people give him a bit of flack and stuff, but he is passionate about the sport, and there is a way about handling yourself in certain situations and stuff, but that's just how much it means to him, So we keep it in arm's bay, but he will, he must be 40 kilos dripping wet. He is a tiny little feather of a thing, but man, he's got a big heart and he's got a big ticker, and those are the kind of people you want to go to war with, that will go until they are either Black Hawk down or they've got 4 ripped off wheels. So testament to the guy. He's still relatively fresh to it, but he's fast, and him and his whole camp, Jimmy, Brett, man, they're just he's certainly an asset to Rotorua and for years to come,
Yeah. So Steve, over the years you've obviously seen a lot of change in teams racing, like you say, 10 years. I mean, we go back 10 years ago and the teams would turn up and you sort of knew who were the blockers and who were the runners, didn't you? And as it's progressed now, you get there, you get a team can turn up and you don't know who's what because everyone can do the roles. How have you had to adjust yourself as a team's manager with that, seeing that? Because you've seen it right from the start where you could go to the track or a teams meeting and say, okay, we know that's going to be a tough team. Those two are going to be the main guys we have to stop, blah, blah, blah. But it's sort of changed now, isn't it? Because everyone can change their roles. How have you dealt with that?
That Stratford team we had on the second night, all of those guys can run. So you have to coach these fellas along the fashion that you've got to change your role quick. And it might be over in the first half a lap, shit. That's not what I thought was going to happen. So it's about changing roles. It's about being effective when you do change a role. We reckon if we have 2 drivers that drive exceptional, generally we'll win that race. So we've got to have guys performing at the top of the game. And the last one, you've got to be able to go the distance. You've got to go 12, 15 laps. It's no good doing the friggin' suicide hit. And I think as the teams have all got stronger over the last 10 years, you find a lot less of the big wind-offs or the big risky moves around the outside than there was a few years ago. Those are probably the observations we've got. The real thrill that I've got is that we've got, the twins, Al and AJ, that group of the twins. Those 4 guys can each do their role well. Yeah, Alan's faster than he's ever been. He told me to say that today. He's really, really But I think it's just about changing your roles. And we see the Gisborne, they all can all do it,
Yeah.
Speaking of Gisborne, I mean, everyone remembers that one teams race back in the day, wasn't it? Rebels versus Peter Rees, basically. What? I mean, from your perspective as a manager, I mean, at the end of the day, the man drove outstanding. It was a masterclass of driving, wasn't it? I mean, you can't take that away. But what were you thinking? Yep, we've got him here. We've got this. I mean, what were your thoughts watching that race, Steve?
It was in a Nissan 41. It was an outstanding effort, wasn't it? We thought we had him dead and buried, but no.
AJ just sitting there shaking his head. What were your thoughts, mate?
Oh,
it's
man,
interesting to get that perspective, because
that's got to be one of the most unreal drives in a team's race to hold his own and just that level of confidence, to be able to, he didn't hesitate, man. He was just hitting the pass, and if they caught up to him or matched him, well, that was a risk he took, and he just not eliminated, but just dominated that whole race and got the flag for the Panthers. So hopefully those Panther boys shouted him a few beers that night.
I've often wondered about, because it always, every time a teams meeting comes up, people generally, someone will bring it up about that race that year. It's something that's etched in history, and I mean, I don't think, to be fair, I don't think when he was in that mood with that race that there would have been a team on the track that would have stopped them, to be fair. You can't say, oh, bloody Rotorua, because that's a load of crap. You guys weren't no easy beats or anything like that. It was just this man was in form and he would have done it to any team on the track. So it was no disrespect to you guys asking that question. I just want to make that very clear. It was just to get a perspective from yourself and Steve, AJ, of what you thought from that point,
No, I don't think you could put a team of 8 people out there, and he probably would have done the same thing. It's just he had one of those drives and it goes down in history now, So it's it was unreal.
Hey, talking of perspectives, we asked the other teams and managers and drivers. Look, we've got Geoff Cook and Tyler Ingram joining us from the Allstars. Obviously, everyone's talked about Tyler. He's done a few laps, so I guess on the new track we'll find out soon. But for you, AJ, have you observed or watched anything or any footage on what this track can deliver? Because just about most drivers are in the same boat when it comes to this Saturday, Sunday, or I guess you're just going to adapt to it. Get out there, do some hot laps, see what needs to be changed, and see what happens, eh?
Yeah, well, that's it. I've seen obviously just the clips on Facebook and stuff, and I've spoken to a few of the boys that race on there, but yeah, more open, more wide, and more banked. I think someone told me the top of the old wall is now where the bottom of the new wall starts, you know, so that's a hell of a degree. And it kind of tapers up and then flattens off before it gets the wall. So I mean, that's a launching pad there as it is. So hopefully I'm not on the receiving end on one of those, but yeah, just changing gear sets. Gear sets going to be different. What did Cody Mack reckon? 886 gear sets, AJ. Oh, you see this, bro. I believe you. I might put in 911s or something, bro. Yeah, really make it real. But yeah, just watch a bit of that and just speaking to a few of the lads. So yeah, we'll try those gear sets and tuck into a few hot laps and don't listen to the old man.
You can tell your mum on them anyway if you like, mate.
Yeah. Mum's the one got to be scared of, not dad. Jeez, mum's the one. Yeah. So no, just those 4 hot laps. Hopefully, have the right gear set. Bit of a setup, and see what it feels like. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh, well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to both of you tonight about that. It certainly hasn't disappointed for the laughs of Rotorua. As always, me and Kins always have a good laugh of you guys and your team. So who's got the sponsors ready there to do a shout-out?
You got them down? Oh, I did write them down. I barked at my wife before to just be sure. Have you got them or not?
Yeah, I've got close up. Our machinery specialist, our mate Rob Myers from down at Palm, is outstanding. We've got Universal Cranes is helping us out this weekend up there. We had I would like to touch on Dwayne and Bertha that help us with the team. Dwayne and Bertha have been with us for 10 years. They do all the apparel. We have got a new apparel with a tribute to the Anzacs with some poppies on it. Get along, get your gear. Dwayne and Bertha, they are invaluable. We should bottle them. We have a whole heap of smaller sponsors, AJ, and I can't remember them right now.
Neither.
That's all good. All right, that's all good. Look, they'll be well represented on the cars and everything down there as well. So get along there and look, they support the team. You go along and support them as well. It's always good to have a laugh and have a bit of a chat. And we'll see you boys on Saturday.
Good work,
Awesome,
man.
team. Thank you very much, Jay. Appreciate your time.
Ready to go. Cheers, AJ. Cheers, Steve.
Cheers,
guys.
Thanks. There we go. The Rotorua team, they're ready to go. That was another good insight, wasn't it, Kins, from the managerial side. It's been, I'm actually enjoying hearing what they have to say, to be fair, of this.
Definitely, mate. And that's what we wanted to bring, a different perspective. Look, we're going to continue on and stay in and around the similar vicinity. Look, just down the road there, as you can see on the good old screen, is the team that represents the one and only Baypark Busters. And when you talk of managers, this guy's been in many teams' race. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame down in Palmerston North, and that's the one and only Ross Horse Ashby. And he's sitting there chilling out. And Luke Alderdice. Good evening, boys.
How's it going, mate?
Hey, mate. How are you?
Good.
Look, we're good. We're good. Is I suppose more to the question, Luke, how are you, mate? You're excited ahead of Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. All geared up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Load the hot rod in the box, and we'll get on our merry way, I think.
Yeah, nice.
What about you? I think you've raced at Waikaraka already this season, haven't you? Didn't you do an early meeting there at the start?
Yeah, we went up for their opening meeting, actually. And
so you'll have all gear sets all ready to go. You know what to do, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So was Cody Mack right? Was it 88, 886? Is that the right gear?
No, it was more AJ's 911.
No one's going to know, eh? No one's giving nothing away, kids, I tell you. Horse would know too, because he's done a few laps around there too now in his new bloody rocket ship.
He was on 925, so.
He had it screaming around there, eh? How are
12 grand all day, mate. No, I'm good as.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm good as, mate. Yourselves?
Yeah, Yeah, no, we're all good. Look, we're ahead of it, just building up to the event, Horse, and we've got managers for different perspectives on it, you know, because you would know, we've spoken to the drivers over the time with the build-ups, thought we'd change it up a little bit. And how's life changed for you, you know? You've been in that manager role for a little while now, but from being behind the wheel, racing in a team, compared to being a manager, what's it been like?
Yeah, I know it's all good. It's it's obviously not as exhilarating sitting in the stands than it is in the car. But I've sort of got the first season was a bit tough, but yeah, I'm sort of moved on from it now, and I just try and do what I can now to help these boys out. And I mean, all you can do is try and tell them what you think you know, and just try and make the job a little bit easier for them, and just try and pass on a bit of knowledge. And it's up to them whether they grasp it or whether they don't want to listen, you know. So yeah, no, it's all good. I'm enjoying it.
So your manager, yourself and Thomas, when you do your managers meetings with the team before a race, or you find your opponents, how do you guys approach it? Are you like you guys come up with a plan and say to the guys, look, this is what we're going to execute, or do you say this is what we'd like to see? What do you guys think? How do you guys approach it with your team?
Yeah, like the last couple of years since Elias has taken over captain, it's been real good because me and the boys probably don't realise, but me and Elias actually talk a lot. Like I think we've spoken every day this week. So me and Elias throw things off each other quite a bit. And we've you know, Todd's a bit of a senior member now, with Kerry sort of slowly moving aside. So we do a bit of talking with Todd and Kerry, and we don't throw it out to the whole team because I think in some ways I think they're better off just to be worrying about what they're actually there to do themselves, rather than sort of trying to have everybody's input. And then, you know, I sort of believe if you're getting too many people involved, you get too many different ideas and people, if you know what I mean. So I think we just kind of keep it to those two or three guys, definitely myself and Elias. And then, yeah, we'll just decide what we want to do at the end of the day and then throw it out to the boys. And I mean, we know what their strengths are, and we talk to each guy. Well, I do. I talk to each guy to see where their strengths are and what they'd prefer to be doing, and whether they're ready to start and all that. So, but as far as our game plans, it's just amongst sort of a couple of three of us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You must have been you and Elias. I heard you and Elias gave young Ashton a bit of advice on what you wanted out of him at Wanganui, and he seemed to just do everything exactly you told him. You must have been proud of him of just sticking to the game plan that you've said to him, and he just went out and did his job.
Yeah, I mean, right through and through, Flynn's wanted to be a block car. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go and smash some shit, and it was like that's what he was sort of saying. And we were like, well, you know, block car's not actually all about just smashing people. It's about just sort of looking after your runner, looking after yourself, and taking care of their block cars to make our running cars jobs easier, you know. So a block car isn't just going out there and smashing people. It's actually quite a tactical job, and we sort of decided at Wanganui that me and Elias, because we're both from the blocking game, you know, we just wanted to spend a bit of time with Flynn. So we talked to him before the meeting, and during that week before it, and just told him exactly what we wanted him to do, how to do it. You know, don't try and be a hero. It's a simple job if you do it right. And where to set himself here so he didn't get in trouble. And yeah, he just done it. He just done it absolutely well. I wouldn't say perfect, but he just listened and done everything we asked him to do, and it showed. He just went out there and he was he would have had to be one of the drivers of that weekend, as far as I was concerned. I might be a bit biased, but from the stands, yeah, he drove outstanding. Yeah.
From where I was standing in the infield, I was in the same boat as you without being biased. I mean, I like the Busters team and I like Lala and all the rest of it. So, and Flinny, to see him come out and do that, I thought was for a first team race. I mean, hey, you know, but yourself, Luke, what do you prefer? You prefer to be a runner or a blocker, mate? What's your favorite side of it?
Oh, I like going fast, bro, but I have been known at the start of this year to wreck some gear, so I got that under the go. So
yeah,
I don't know, bit of both, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. I suppose, Luke, you just need to watch how it unfolds, and you've got to quickly adapt if the plan like horse or anyone else presents to you and what you talk about prior to get on the track, because anything can change. Hey, once you're on that grid, your role could change just like that because you weren't expecting him or her to do that specific part at the start. And you've just got to be easy to adapt, I would guess, and read that race.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you gotta adapt and get, I don't know, be ready for it, I suppose. There was a couple of times in Wanganui where we got chucked in, and you just roll with it, eh?
Yeah.
How did you find Wongas, Luke, like for that as a teams racing track? I haven't actually asked anybody that raced there yet how they found that as a teams racing track. What did you think of it? Like, it seemed to be a hell of a show for the fans and the crowds out there. Everybody loved it. But for a driver perspective, how did you find it as a teams racing track?
You got nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it feels quite fast, even though you're probably moving slower, you know what I mean? And then, just trying to cover yourself as a runner, probably a little bit that you can't get away from anyone as quick as you probably could at like the bigger tracks like Palmy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. It's quite a neat track, and would definitely be back.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think everybody sort of loved it, Kins, and I think my takeaway from that was that as a runner, you're doing a lot of mirrors and watching like a blocker is, but you're running because there's nowhere to hide on the track. So they find that interesting, Kins, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, also interesting too, I'll bring Hulson here. Kerry's 26th and final appearance. Hey, your good mate's going to finish up there in Auckland, hopefully not up that way, like I last saw a picture of him up there when he was up against the wall. Hey, he's going to wrap it up in Auckland, horse.
Yeah, he sort of made himself made it aware that he'd retired in Palmy. Obviously, that was his last Palmy, but he did want to finish the season out. So we had tried some new blood in there for Wanganui, but I think he's earned the opportunity and the chance to finish his career off in Auckland. You know, so. And he's been racing a bit better this part of the season. So we'll get him out there, and he'll give it his all, and that'll be him done and dusted. And then we're a whole new fresh generation. Yeah.
Which car is he taking? Do we know?
Oh, well, he'll be in the race car for sure. Yeah. He's too tight to take his one.
Oh, are you taking your car up to do some laps on the Sunday, or that's sitting in the shed?
No, I'm done and dusted, mate. I've used up all my energy cells on that thing this year. It's time. I parked it up a month ago, and that was it. So, I'm just going to two night event for 7 teams and 7 awesome teams. I think I'll just be concentrating solely on the boys. So,
nice.
That'll be me. I'll just be helping the boys out. Yeah.
Awesome, and the wife and family and everybody going to be there doing all the sausages and breads and everything like that for the boys, are they?
Nah, it's a bit more low key actually, to be honest. We're just going to go up and do our job on the track, mate. We'll have refreshments and stuff there, but we're not getting right into that because just time and efforts, and I think talking to Elsa Tennant this morning, I think the pits are going to be packed and it's just more gear to get in there. But no, we'll just keep it simple this weekend and just concentrate on these boys doing their job. And we've got the team to do it. So it's just these boys need to turn up and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, hard.
What about the old merch side of it? Oh, sorry, kids.
No, you go.
Side of it.
Merch,
have you guys got merch going up there, or?
Yeah, no, we got another bunch of merch there. We had it at Wanganui, but it was a bit difficult to sell at Wanganui. So, we'll definitely have our merch there. I might talk to Steve and we'll sort of work out what we've got left and get a list up there. We've got a reasonable amount of stuff there, hoodies and T-shirts. So, definitely come down here because obviously it's something we want to move on before the end of the season. Come down and see us. We'll have it in. We'll be selling it out of the back of the Pollock truck. So if anybody wants to come down, definitely come down and try and get hold of some merch. Yeah, it's pretty cool merch. So
cool.
And
cool.
we want to move it on. So all good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which one are you going to wear this year, Tins? At teams, you got you going to wear your Allstars or your Busters, or what are you going to wear
mate.
for merch wise this year, mate? Hey?
I'm going to wear an old Stratford Gladiators one, the old school one. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just cruise on up and wear something just outrageous. Hey, Horse, we talk about crews, we talk about families, we talk about garages and all this stuff. Where's the teams basing themselves to work on the cars Sunday? Is there anyone you want to do a shout out to who's offered up their shed or workshop?
Oh, Pollux have got a base up there
Okay.
at Highbrook. So in the past, we've stayed there as well. They've got accommodation and everything there, but it's a bit tapped out there this year. They're flat out up in Auckland, so a lot of their workers are in there. So, but we're basing our repairs and we'll have a lot of catch ups and a few beers and that at basically at their yard at Highbrook there, right next to Scotty Myers' car supermarket there by the power station. So, so it's pretty good for us to have Pollux up there. I mean, in the past, I mean, obviously down Palmy, it's total sheet metals. So,
Yeah.
So no, Pollux, they'll take care of that for us. So,
Cool. All right, Luke, we're going to give you the tough job here, mate. You know, we thank all the crews, everyone that's involved, people in the sheds and the families. But you got your sponsors list, mate?
Yeah, mate. So we've got Pollock Cranes, D&B Construction, Metal Co Recyclers, Ashby Engineering, Warehouse Auto Parts, J Swap, General Tyres, Mount Maunganui, Garland Engineering, Total Sheet Metals, and then just all the boys' crews and families and stuff for getting us out there, I suppose.
Hard out. Awesome.
You
All
got
right,
any final words you want to finish up with, Horse, or?
oh no, I just like as far as the Busters, I mean, there's other teams as well, but this is our fourth big teams event for our boys. So, I just want to acknowledge the boys and their crews and that, because it's not a easy mish to go teams racing, fixing your cars and bouncing back. And we've sort of been hanging on. The boys have been hanging on a bit. Most of us are probably a little bit over the season, but the boys have been hanging in there, waiting for this weekend. And with the fuel costs, and it's a big thing for all these guys, all the teams to go there this weekend. So I hope the crowd appreciate that and just realise, that the time and money and shit these guys put into it. So, and I'm 120% for our boys this weekend. We got the cars and the crews and the drivers to do it. So, yeah, we're going to get it done, hopefully.
Yeah, let's bring it on. Hey, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go now. I mean, like, I had to deal with much travel this season, so I'm quite excited for this weekend and watch all the teams, and because I think it's going to be an interesting way to watch everybody learn. Like, a lot of your guys have been on the track already, because I remember at the start of the season you all went there for their opening and that. So, but it'd be interesting to me watching a lot of guys learning the track from the start. Those hot laps. I mean, you do the hot laps, you can't go and get a 3-minute bell and change your gearing. That's it. Once you put that in there, you're done, So it'll be interesting to see how much franticness goes on after a team's race in the pits for some of these guys, with like trying to change setups and stuff to suit. So I think that's an advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. People have been sort of saying that, but I don't know. These dudes know their shit, eh? They can look at a track and work out what they need to do and gearing and I mean, these guys all talk to each other. There won't be any cars that go out there and wobble around and don't do anything. No, these guys' cars will be on their game, mate.
Yeah, they'll be on the game. All right, well, we'll let you guys go. Thanks for coming to join us on the final wrap-up show for tonight. Safe travels just up the road to Auckland for you guys, and we'll catch up with you in Auckland on Saturday.
You're right.
Hey, mate, cheers.
Thanks, team.
Thank you.
See you, mate.
Thank you.
See ya.
Here we go. They're keen to go, mate. They'll be Horse sounds pumped. He's ready for, very confident. I like that. I love the confidence, mate. Hey, and I think crowd wise, I think if the Busters took it, that'd be a very popular win too, Kins.
Oh, definitely.
They're a team that everyone seems to love, don't they?
Yeah, well, they started off with the Hiss and Raw at Huntley earlier in the season, which was only a very, very small, minimal event. But then, they want to turn around that disappointment of Palmy because, last season they were runners-up in the final there and didn't go to plan. So they went to Wanganui and seemed to go okay there. But this is the finale for a lot of these drivers, and the teams event as well. Well, this is the Auckland team that's going to be up there racing on their home track, and we never had the event last year. For those who didn't realise, there wasn't an event last year, and I would guess you go back 2 years ago, they are the defending champs. And we did a bit of research asking around earlier in the piece, who would they be? Who were they up against? And I think we were told Wanganui. They lost the finals. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll bring Geoff and Tyler in. Evening, gentlemen.
Hey, team.
How we doing? Hey, lads.
Good. So is that correct? 1 or 2 years ago, and was that final against the Warriors?
Yeah, it was against Wanganui, yeah.
Look at that, kids. We finally got something right.
Geoff, Tyler, welcome into the show. Geoff, mate, what's it like managing these gentlemen that make up the All-Stars?
Yeah, I can't complain. They're pretty good guys, and they all gel well together, which is the main thing for us is as management is making sure all the boys gel well and you pick the right team to stick together. So that's the most important, but they're good guys.
You've been doing it a while now too, haven't you, Geoff? So how long have you been manager of the All-Stars now?
I think about 6 years now with the All-Stars. I was with the Alley Cats to start with. I think I took over them in about 2014, 15.
Yeah.
And then I've done that for about 6 years. And I had the All-Stars and the Alley Cats for 1 year. And then I left the All-Stars behind. It was too much. And then, the Alley Cats behind, and then just carried on with the All-Stars.
Wow. Forget Tyler sitting next to you, mate. Does he listen?
Sometimes.
He's grinning away, eh? Look.
He just smashed me at darts. He just smashed me at darts, so I'm not talking to him.
Well, that's a bloody good start to defending, Tyler. Hey,
You get a free dinner, you'd think you'd let the boss win, mate.
Come on, mate.
Everything's a competition. We want to win at everything.
Oh, I love it. I love their positivity. Mate, how's racing been this season for you, Tyler?
Oh, yeah, it's been pretty good. I've done only a handful of shows. We fronted at Huntly with the All-Stars, and that was a real good meeting. And then had a bit of disappointment in myself at Palmy. Had a driveline issue from the word go. So we've done a handful of meetings since then, and we've got it all fixed, and the car's running strong. And yeah, just ready to go for this weekend.
That's awesome. So Geoff, we talked to all of the managers. I will sort of the same thing. Like we talk, what's your managing style? Do you sort of sit back and
very little.
Say,
very little style.
Do you sit back and sort of come up with some ideas? Hey, look, we're against this team. They're known for this. We do this. This is how we're going to do it. Or do you you've got some pretty old heads in your team that have a lot of experience. Do you gather them around as well and say, right, let's get a perspective together of how we're going to approach this?
Yeah, I talk a lot with Gary, obviously. He's the captain, and sort of ever since I've been doing this, managing, Gary's been there by my side really from the start, and the Alley Cats right through. So we talk a lot about it all. Between the two of us, we sort of pick the teams. But yeah, I don't know, we just sort of have found a way we like to race, and we just race that way, and we'll let everyone else do their own racing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and when you do you have a meeting pre-season, off-season, and say, right, who wants to team race and get together and sort of work it from there? And if there's young people that putting their hand up, how do you mentor or bring them in to sort of make them part of it?
Yeah, it's obviously like Jamie Ferguson's been retiring for about 15 years. And then but he's staying again next year. So you sort of finish the season and see who's racing again next year, and then we just try and feed the right character of person into the team rather than the driver, like the driving skills or how much driving they've done. Because I always feel you've got to have the team bond before if they're not bonding off the track, they're not bonding on the track.
Yeah.
So, and I know all these boys give everything to each other, and they wouldn't leave nothing on the track for their teammates.
Yeah, I see
we
that.
often talk about that, don't we? That off-track stuff has to be right for the on track to be successful. And I think that's what made the Giants successful this year is they have that whole week build up and bond together, in the shed as one. And I think you guys did that year too. You've done it where everybody went to the Chatfields first, didn't they? And then you sort of bonded and boom, you won the teams that year. So it does play a big part, doesn't it?
Well, that was more the case. Chat was the only one that had any food in the house, but no, but it is. It's like the boys don't live in each other's pockets when away from the track. Like Randy, he lives in Hawke's Bay now, back in Hawke's Bay after going to Aussie, and he's been a massive part of our team, and we love having him in the team. But Tyler's come in end of last year, beginning of this year, and you just bleed them in, slowly, and you got to have someone that wants the teams race. They got to come up to us and say, I want a teams races. You don't want to be going asking people, and they need to be doing it, wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. That shows 100% commitment straight away. That indicator and know within themselves that, hey, man, I want to put my name forward. Go and tell them. If you think you've got the goods to do it, that pretty well shows you're going to be committed, because it's no easy feat. It's not everyone's driver out there, I should say, kind of thing they want to do. I know it's the pinnacle of super stock drivers' careers. They do want to do a teams race, but it's not for everyone. So the big question then, since you talked about Randy T, whose car is he driving? Or is that secret?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's in the one that 5GB were driving.
Marty Jones.
Charlie Swarter had. Charlie Swarter drove that car, Kins.
Yeah. So we got to thank Marty for putting the car up. I know Randy's been doing a ton of work on it this week. So he's so meticulous, Randy, down to everything. So it's I think he had a run in it in Palmy just before he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So at least he's had a drive of it. So it's but big thanks to Marty for that.
And you're the only team this weekend coming up that's got a tank? You're the only team this weekend that's got a tank in the team?
Tyler Walker, the Mustangs.
Of course.
Yes, he has.
That's right, he has.
Yep.
You got two of them, chair. There you go. You learn something new every day. There's two ladies racing this weekend, and there's two tanks this weekend.
See, you should know that, Kins. You're the one that watches the Facebook. I knew that, and I didn't even see the Facebook, so,
Well, there's that many bloody Tylers racing, got this
Tyler.
That's
the problem, eh?
There's Tyler James, there's Tyler Walker. There's Tylers everywhere.
Tyler Ingram.
Tyler Ingram, I know.
I might get into the pits on the weekend and grab the bike for the pits and just go, could Tyler come to the pit office, please? No last name.
You got much planned for the rest of your season, Tyler? In regards to get through this weekend, mate, have you got anything scheduled, or just assess the damage and might just park the car up and kick back?
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens after this weekend. If the car's still running and it's still mint, then we'll try to squeeze a few meetings. I think Wycrack is trying to schedule a few more in after, the renovations, the break they've had, and then a couple of rainouts. So I think there's a few more, and then there's also a Taipar up north. I think there's a few supers talking in amongst the head up there. So I guess we'll just see what happens after this weekend. If I look at the car and it's looking like a banana, I might just leave it parked up in the shed for a while. But if it's still running, then everything's possible.
There's always Gizzy's 2-night meeting too, mate. It's always a good night in the club rooms Friday.
Well, that's like a 13, 14-hour drive for us.
I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a beer when you get there, mate.
Oh, worth it.
And a free dinner.
13, 14 hours for a beer. Yeah, that sounds good. So the season's over, coming to an end. What do you do, Tyler? What do you do in the winter season, mate? Do you do anything else? Don't tell me you live in the shed.
No. I guess I play Family Man a little bit.
Oh, nice.
I've got a bit of a young family, and that's cool. And I've got a little bit of a project going on for one of the little ones for his birthday. So it's just do that. Spend a lot of time in the shed. Go a lot of work. Work comes first. Try and pay for what we do, and live life a little bit.
Look, I don't know if you can see the comment, but the one and only Chetty's jumped him. He's turned up, eh?
Oh, someone's rocked his rocking chair and woke him up.
Do you feel the pressures on the team, Geoff? You know, even though they'd never had the event last season, you know, defending champs, people may look at it, oh no, they've got the inside running because they know the track and blah, blah, blah. But hey, every team's is going to be a different one all the bloody time, eh? He goes on the benders.
Yeah, he's on the beer now. No, we're not. We know we're not feeling like we're favourites or nothing like. We don't feel under pressure. But don't get me wrong, we really want to retain this. You know, it's for us. It's our home track. It's a massive. You know, when we won it, I think it was 18 years since we'd won it, 19 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Since we won it before that, and like I said that night, you know, realistically for us, that was nearly like winning Harmony. You know, it was massive for us, and it meant so much to the team, and it brought so much to the team. You know, hype and everything, and you know, spirit amongst the boys, and it was just everyone was ready to go again.
I know it meant so much to Mike Pugh, and why I know that. Because he went and got the tattoo put on him, you know. He said he would do it, and he did it, and he was proud to show us the photo. Yeah,
a few of the boys got them actually. I think Gary, Jamie, and Randy got them as well. So Cody Mack wimped out because you know he's soft. But,
come on, Cody, you got to type something up. He's going to sit there and type something there.
Well, Craig didn't respond to the rocking chair either, so he might have fallen back asleep.
Yeah, back asleep.
Well, Chatty's fallen out of the bloody rocking chair. Tina's had to pick him up off the ground.
Yeah, he'd be doing the washing up now. Tina got him by the ear.
It must be exciting for you guys this weekend too to actually be able to race back at your home track, because it's been a hard year for you guys up there, isn't it?
Yeah. This last obviously 6-8 weeks. It's been in all fairness, it's been a disaster. But you know, onwards and upwards, and you know, the new track's amazing, and there are going to be plans, I think, coming in soon, hopefully, for a new grandstand and new club rooms and that. So the parking facilities there are amazing. So it's really good, and it's only going forwards, you know.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, that's I'm excited, mate. I've been excited to get there since Monday this week. I've been wanting to get on the plane and come up, so I'm just excited, not just for teens, but to see the new track and the facilities and see how much it's changed from when I was last there. Because it would be it's probably been 4 years since I've been to Auckland to watch some speedway, so I'm really pumped about that. And I think everybody anyone's watching that wants to go, they need to do the same thing. Get your backside trackside and just get to Waikaraka and support them this weekend, because it's going to be an epic event with the class of cars running on the Sunday as well. Finals night, it's just going to be outstanding event, you know. So I'm really looking forward to it. But probably not as much as you guys are. You're drivers. You probably have more fun than I do. So I'll just sit there and drink beer and watch and cheer and yell and scream. I said to the crowd that they need to be louder than me, and I can get pretty loud.
Definitely. You know, especially what you've been through as a track as well. You got some merch I've seen on the Facebook page. You got a little bit of merch left over there. So get out there and buy some merch and support them there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done another run of merch. So
cool.
It's we're just hoping to sell a bit there.
All right, cool. All right, there you go. That's a bit of me. I'm going to get something there now. Hey, obviously these crews, families and everything like that commit to you guys, but one of you guys got the sponsors, so you can't do without that.
Yeah, I got the sponsors list. So we've got Safe Store Storage. They've been awesome. Bubble Electrical, Welding Technology, Repco New Zealand, Linton Engineering, Northwestern Equipment, King Science, PTS Logistics, Pakisei Whangarei, Valley Mitzi Wreckers, Turner's Panel Beating, Cargo Coordinators, Tarrant Contracting, Rural Tangata Water and Transport, Clayton Automotive, Aztec Motel Palmerston North, Rapid Race Replicas, and all of our Hyundai Club supporters. Yeah.
And also, I wrote a list out and I forgot to put Northwestern Equipment on there, because I'm good like that, because I was just winding Cody up. So, but no. And a big massive thank you to all our crew and the wives and the partners and all of them. You know that these guys can't go racing without it. And I want to give Aim's a big thumbs up. He does all our social media. He come on board, I think, the last 2 years, 2 years now, and he's awesome. But most for all of them, for me, is Kim Ferguson. She does all the stuff behind the scenes, Jamie's wife, and she's amazing what she does and for these boys and the crews and everything, So she organises literally the food at Palmy right through to the merch and everything. So a big thank you to Kim.
That's awesome.
Mate.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight, and 100% look forward to catching up with you guys on Saturday. Wish you all the best, and thanks for coming and have a chat with us and giving us that manager perspective as well as driver. So we really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, lads.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, team. There we go, Kins. Well, that's another build-up done for another team's event by us. We got through it. Nice three nights. I hope everybody out there that has tuned in has enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed the new perspective that we've done for this one, which I think was quite good, actually, Kins. It'd be good to do a bit of that, I think, next time with the Palmy, because we have a few more teams and different managers again, to get that other side of things.
Oh, 100%, for our viewers out there. And it's about adapting and changing. And, there's only one other guy I want to say thanks. And that's to my mate that sits here on the screen. I've been very, very, very impressed with the artwork he's produced with a little help. But, just how we developed and growed around promoting the PTS TWS SuperStock Teams Nationals. I hope you've enjoyed the artwork because it's been outstanding. So I just want to say thanks to Books for the amazing work he's done on that. And also thank you to all of the teams and managers and all of the drivers and you, the fans. Make sure you get up there and get your backside, trackside. We don't say that enough, and support it because the track's been through shit over the last, basically this year, honestly. Get up there. If you can't get up there, buy the stream from the wonderful Pits TV. But we'll see you up there on Saturday. We're going to sneak out maybe to 21 Speedway on the Sunday and then pop back up to Auckland on the Sunday evening as well. But to everyone, look, drive safe. Keep an eye on what's happening out there with the NZTA on the roads because there's a fair bit going on over the last few days. And travel safe. Leave the racing to the drivers on the track. I'm looking forward to being back to Auckland for a little while, and we'll see you there.
100%. Thanks, everyone. Look forward to seeing you on the weekend. Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Natty.